kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, McCarthy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. McCarthy flushed out right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Steelers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, son. No bus, no bus. Right.
On play action, Fields escaping the pressure right. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. But, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Fields throwing again. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now a first down throw. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McCarthy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
How about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Austin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Steelers, 1st down.
Here we go. Good.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Spike.
play action. It's Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump. Alpha, 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 alpha.
Off play action. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He's into space past the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Fields. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Well, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw on 3rd down. McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go, son.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
You got to extend. All right.
Here's Fields. Just keeping the play alive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Here we go, son.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And it's caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Good. Angel.
Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll toss to Harris. Runs up, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, McCarthy. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And all this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Touchdown! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room,
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Back to throw. McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. 67 yards. And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Throwing on first down. McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. This one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Looking to throw. McCarthy flushed out right. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Minnesota.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes a receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Here we go, Scott.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
In the end zone. Result of the play is a safety. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. It's taken to the 26. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. McCarthy rolling to his right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10. McCarthy. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on 1st down. McCarthy. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone.